Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome in this meeting. I'm Chanelle and today we are going to discuss about different economic terms and concepts and how they will influence the transaction of ACME in other countries. So we are going to talk about three different concepts. The first one is trade barriers, the second one is exchange rates, and the third one is labor. So talking about the trade barriers are government policies which place limitations on international trade. Those trade barriers can make trade more difficult and expensive or stop trade completely. These include tariff barriers, non-tariff barriers, quotas, voluntary export restraint, and embargo. So talking about tariff barriers, these are taxes on certain imports. They raise the price of goods, making imports less competitive. So for instance, the tariff barriers are the prices or the taxes that are imposed to a given business when it comes in another country, and this can raise the prices of its product. So this also can lead to the local population not buying from them because they will be having expensive goods. So this is a risk for ACME when ACME may be transacting in a given country and then the government is not facilitating international companies or enterprises to come in their countries by imposing them a lot of taxes or burdens of taxes. This can be a barrier for ACME to operate in that given country because their prices will be high and then people will no longer buy from them. So this is a barrier at some point or a risk for ACME for them to transact in another country. So let's talk about exchange rates. An exchange rate is the price of a nation's currency in terms of another currency. So this means the value of a given currency when converted in a different currency. It has two components, the domestic currency and the foreign currency. For instance, 1 USD is 67,9506 Indian rupee. So this is a benefit, this is an tool for ACME when transacting in India because they have a currency, their currency is higher than the Indian currency. So this may lead to profit or benefit for ACME transacting in India. This is favorable for the business. And talking about the labor force, labor can be defined as an economic group including those who do manual labor or work for wages. This means, in other words, people in the age of working in a given country or region for economic gain. So this can be a benefit for ACME when, for instance, they transact to India. India is a country which is having a lot of people in the working age. So this is a or a benefit for them because they will not impose like high wages at the end of the month because everyone is in need of a job. So they will be having a lot of people to work for them and then not paying them as high money as it may require. But when transacting, this can also be a risk when transacting in a country having a lot of people having a lot of aging population. So this means that people in the working age are limited, so it is so expensive to operate in such countries because workers or employees will impose a high wage for them to work for you. So in that case, that can be a barrier for ACME to operate in another country. So I hope that you got something from this presentation, and thank you for your time.